yeah. The real thing. Real smooth, had to ease in. Started off on the ground with a DM. Said you got the wrong man, time to leave him. Girl, you got good vibes and I need them. Met you, it was game time. You a queen and a boss at the same time. Oh yeah, I came up. Everybody else just got cut. Now it's just me and my girl. I think we could take over the world. I'ma show you off to the hood. Mama gon' say I did good. I know you the one I can trust. I ain't finna mess this up. It's all about us. Anybody hatin', tell them I said pull up. When did all of this happen? It was also unexpected. Now I got you in my arms, staring at our reflection. I love everything about you, even your imperfections. I be calling you AI, cause you the answer to my questions. Hey. It ain't safe to love somebody this much. 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 Love, we connected like Wi-Fi. Then the love spread like wildfire. Now we drive to the miles high. Now we talk till our mouths dry. This here not average. I started off as a savage. Now I'm thinking about marriage and a baby with a carriage. I could be the man of your dreams. I think we could make a good team. I ain't even blowing no steam. I love you like cookies and cream. Girl, you stand out in the crowd. My grandma finna be proud. I like your smile. If I couldn't have you, I might go wild. When did all of this happen? It was also unexpected. Now I got you in my arms, staring at our reflection. I love everything about you, even your imperfections. I be calling you AI, cause you the answer to my questions. Hey. It ain't safe to love somebody this much. 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 When did all of this happen? It was also unexpected. Now I got you in my arms, staring at our reflection. I love everything about you, even your imperfections. I be calling you AI, cause you the answer to my questions. Hey. Yeah. I mean, this my king of R&B voice. I hope you like it. It ain't safe to love somebody this much. It ain't safe to love somebody this much. It ain't safe to love somebody this much. It ain't safe to love somebody this much.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my voice, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will. Oh yes it will.
Oh no, love. I don't know if the world finna end, so I'm up late with the pad and the pen. They say we gon' be good, they don't know when. I just want things to be normal again. COVID-19, yeah, put us in a hole. Made us see we ain't really in control. Everybody going through it, rich and poor. White, black, Spanish, Asian, it's so obvious that it's time to change and put love first and stop playing games and lift God up and say his name, cause we hard up and we feeling pain. Can't be the same when it's all over. Then for George Floyd, here fallen soldier, justice for all. That's a big task, but I'ma die empty with a big glass. I'm a truth teacher with a big class. Gotta call in on me. That anointing falling on me. When you gon' stop stalling, homie? Gotta make your presence felt now. Figure out who you can help now. Stay safe and protect your health now. Spreading love is the new wealth now. Let's get it.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my voice, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will.
Yes, yes,
oh,
yeah.
yes it will.
Yeah, love, This year been tough so far. Lost my grandma, that was my heart. I'm kinda glad she left this place. Ain't nothing here but stress and hate. Lost Kobe and Gigi too. Every day seem like more bad news. People just out here selling hope. Candidates just won our vote. Why they panic all over the globe? I remember God's in control. And if it's one thing that I know, that a virus can't touch my soul. I don't know what's next, but I'm with it. Leaders gotta stay committed. Faith go further than my vision. I'm gonna teach long as they listen.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my boy, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh yes it will. Oh yes it will.
Hello all, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am Kelly Savoie with the Sallie MaeTeam, and I have the honor to welcome you to Paying for College 101 Free Money First workshop. Today's event features a very special guest and who is going to share his higher education journey and the importance of seeking out free money first. Completing the FAFSA and applying for scholarships will save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Who doesn't like that? If you have any questions during the event, please feel free to ask them in the comments section. And with that, it is now my pleasure to introduce our special guest, our special friend, the one, the only, Dee-1.
Thank you very much. I so appreciate that introduction, Kelly. For everyone who's watching this right now, my name is Dee-1, and I have formed an amazing partnership with Sallie Mae for the past several years to where we've come together to speak about paying for college. And what we are stressing this year is free money first, because who doesn't like free money? Come on, let's be honest. So when I think about my journey as a high school student, getting ready to go to college, one of the things that didn't really connect with me was the real cost of higher education, because I had never had big bills that I was responsible for paying for up until that point in life. So I had to be educated as to the difference between money that you have to pay back versus free money. So there's a few different routes that I was acclimated to really quickly into my college journey. One was the ability to say, you know what? I can apply for scholarships, and any scholarships that I get, I never have to pay those back. So if you get any scholarships, there is no time in your life where you will have to pay that back to the people who gave you those scholarships. So the question becomes, why not apply for scholarships? Most people don't apply for scholarships because they don't think that they're qualified to get these scholarships. They think, oh, not me. I don't have a 4.0 GPA. There's no way I could get a scholarship. But what they don't know is that there are scholarships out there with literally billions of dollars of free money that's waiting for you. You can get a scholarship for being left-handed. I'm left-handed. If I would have known that, I could have applied for that scholarship and literally had college paid for partially because I was left-handed. You can get a scholarship for being over 6 feet tall. You can get a scholarship for enjoying skateboarding. You can get a scholarship for being willing to go to your school's prom wearing a dress that's made out of duct tape. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Literally, there's so much free money out there. So part of my partnership with Sallie Mae has been to allow people to understand the depth of all of this free money that's out there. So we have resources. You can go to SallieMae.com and you'll find a ton of resources that will help direct you to all of this free money. But then you have to ask yourself, am I going to put in the time and energy that it takes to apply for these scholarships and for this free money? So it all boils down to your mindset. How much time do you spend on Instagram every day? How much time you spend on TikTok? I had to ask myself, how much time do I spend playing video games or playing basketball every day? Because that's what I was into as a high school student. And when I thought about it, if I would be willing to sacrifice some of that time doing leisure activities to put towards applying for scholarships, I would have more than enough time needed to properly apply for all of this free money that's out there. So as you grow older, it's okay. You actually get a lot more freedom the older you get. So that's a cool thing about life. But you also get more responsibility. So that's why we can sit here and speak to you. And I love being able to speak to you all from the mindset of an adult, but I'm not that far removed from these experiences where I was like, yo, I just wish that I could take naps all day and just have, have no bills to pay and just, not have any big responsibilities. That was true at a time in my life. But now, if you're a high school junior watching this, if you're a high school senior watching this, life is about to get a little more real than it's been over the past few years for you. So let me take you into my shoes. I'm about to go to college. I have all of these choices to make. What school to go to? What to major in when I get to school? Who to continue to be friends with when I go to school? How am I going to pay for school? These are all thoughts that are in my mind, right? So here's the decisions that I chose to make. I played basketball, and I was really good in basketball in high school. I could have gone to some small schools and chosen to play on their teams, but I wanted to play D1 basketball, Division I. That's like the highest level of college basketball. So I said, I want to go to a Division I school. The second choice I had to make was, do I want to stay in my home state? I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. So do I want to stay in Louisiana, or do I want to go out of state to go to college? That was a decision I had to make. I chose to stay in state, right? The next decision I had to make was, do I want to go to school where a bunch of my friends are going, or do I want to kind of venture out and go to a place where I don't know that many people so that I could establish a whole new circle of friends? Me personally, I chose to go where a lot of my friends were going to school. So I kind of felt a comfort zone, right? There's no right or wrong answer to these questions that I ask myself, by the way. It's all personal preference. The last thing I had to ask myself is, now that I'm at school, what am I going to major in? What do I want to do with my life? What do I truly love? What am I good at? And these were questions that I asked myself. So I started out my college journey by being an engineering major. I'm not sure how many people know what an engineer is, but guess what? I don't know what the heck an engineer is, literally. And I definitely did. Well, you know what? Now I do. But at the time, I didn't know what an engineer was. But I chose to be one anyway. I chose to major in engineering. And because of that choice, I had to, oh my goodness, I just opened up the chat. So I'm available to chat also if anyone, if anyone is in the chat. I just opened up the chat. So that's cool. So I should be able to see if there's any comments. But that being said, I was majoring in engineering, and I said, you know what? This isn't going to work because I'm majoring in engineering for the wrong reason. I was doing it because my mom told me that she thought I should be an engineer. Why? Because they made a lot of money, right? So I learned that if I just go after whatever's going to make the most money, I might make money, but I might not be happy. And money does not buy you happiness. It's true. It's true. That anyone who is an adult would tell you that. Anyone who's had money, they'll tell you that money alone is not enough to buy you happiness. So when I got to college, things started falling apart. I had a major that I was bored with. I got cut from the basketball team. That didn't work out in my favor. My girlfriend, who I was so in love with, oh my gosh, I was so in love. Went to college with her. When we got to college, she ended up cheating on me. Broke my heart. Broke my little heart. So all these things that I thought I was gonna enjoy about college. Oh, and my friend. I told you I went to college with a lot of my friends. One of my best friends at the time was my college roommate. And we got to college, and he decided when we got to college that he wanted to start selling drugs. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what he did. And because of that, it caused a breach in our friendship. I didn't go to college to start selling drugs. So I immediately felt uncomfortable. We didn't really have much in common anymore. I didn't like the person that he was becoming, and I was kind of getting pulled into it as well, inadvertently. So I had to end up switching rooms, and I got a whole new roommate. And because of that, me and my initial roommate, we ended up falling out. So all these things happened when I went to college. This is my first year in college. I couldn't have planned for all this type of stuff to happen. One thing that I noticed was that a lot of people who go to college, they don't know their purpose for why they're there. And sometimes this is a great point. sometimes getting free money allows you to undervalue the importance of your education because you feel like, hey, this money is free. It's not like I worked for this money. It's not like I really am paying this out of my own pocket to where I can feel it. So because of that, it allows people to sometimes get to college and say, I'm just going to goof around. And if I lose my scholarship, so what? It wasn't my money in the first place. And that's a big mistake that people make. Huge mistake. The people who knew their purpose for why they were in college, those were the ones who knew, you know what, I can't go to all these parties. Like, going to parties is okay, but going to parties every night, literally every single weekend, like, that's a little excessive. Like, what's the purpose of that? Did I come to college to party, or did I come to college to learn? You know, the people who took their education seriously, they asked themselves, what can I major in that I would actually enjoy? And I started getting around these people. They enjoyed going to their classes. They were excited. And I was like, I want that feeling. I want to be excited to go to my classes so that I could eventually work in a field that I'm thrilled to wake up every day and go and make a difference. So I switched my major from engineering to business. And I've been a businessman since I've been a little boy. I've always loved math. That's my favorite subject. Outside of math, I've always been good at just being a people person, being able to relate to people, being a good listener, and being able to help people out. So business was right up my alley, and marketing became my specific major. So I was a marketing major in college, and all of a sudden, things started to feel better. I was like, I'm enjoying these classes a lot more actually. I'm enjoying this work that I'm getting. I'm enjoying what I'm learning. So this stuff was amazing for me because when school is fun, you're motivated to work hard. And when it comes to scholarships, I had some scholarships. I had some free money, and it felt really good to have part of my college education paid. But there are also other means to paying for your college education if you don't have scholarships to pay for it all. So another one of those means is, I'm not going to tell y'all. It starts with a G. Can anyone type that in the comments? Let me log on here. Let me see if anybody, hold on. Can anyone tell me? It starts with a C. Not a C, with a G. I'm sorry. Starts with a G. This is another way to pay for college. Oh, look at me. I see myself on my phone. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. Anybody know? We have scholarships. The other means for paying for college. All right, here we are. Grants. For anyone who said grants at home, you're absolutely right. Now with grants, I have a question for you, and you can say it from wherever you're at in this world watching this broadcast. Are grants free money, or are grants money that you have to pay back? Grants. Ask yourself, is that free money or money you have to pay back? 3 seconds. All right. Grants are free money. Okay? In case you don't know, grants are free money. So now you know. So in order to see if you're eligible for grants and which ones you're eligible for, you have to fill out your FAFSA form. This was always something that I was like a little intimidated by because it was a weird FAFSA. Like, what is that? This is a new term. FAFSA is very important. This will determine which financial aid, specifically grants, that you are eligible for. So honestly, if you haven't filled out your FAFSA yet, it's about that time. It's coming up to where, guess what? We need you. We need you ASAP. Just like everyone is focused on the new shoes that are about to drop and the new Yeezys or the new Jordans. I need you to focus on that FAFSA. I need you to, because that determines what grants you're eligible for. So grants are free money. Now, if it's not scholarships, if it's not grants, there's another way that you can potentially pay for college. It starts with an L. Let's see. Anyone? I would like to know if you have the answer. And I'm about to, let me see. I'm about to see, because I need to see if there's any interactions out here. I need to be on live with you all to see this. All right. Let's see. When I type in Sallie Mae, I'm the first thing that comes up on YouTube. That's pretty That's pretty cool. All right. Well, for anyone who said loans, you got it right. Loans, that's another way to potentially pay for college. Now, when you take out loans, of course, that's not free money. That's money that you have to pay back. Now, when you take out loans, you just have to be smart about how much you're taking out and to understand that even if you don't finish school, you still have to pay those loans back. Some people legit think that when they take out loans, if they don't finish college or if they end up dropping out, that they don't have to pay them back. That is not true at all. I wanna dispel that rumor. I want to get rid of that myth. Okay, so loans, that is money that you have to pay back. So my thing is, if you're gonna start college, just know that going to college does not change your life. Graduating from college is what changes your life. Graduating from college changes your life. So go to college with that mindset that I'm going to finish. And when I finish, it'll actually change my life for me, okay? Outside of doing that and having to take out some loans and getting some scholarships, I was a college student who was trying to find my purpose while I was in school and trying to understand, okay, what do I do with the rest of my adult life once I graduate that actually makes me feel fulfilled? So for me, I had to ask myself a couple questions. Number one, what do I like? What do I like? What have I always liked since I was a kid? What are the things that are fun to me? What are the things that I would do for nothing, for free? What are the things that I would do for free? And I had to ask myself, well, I've always liked numbers. I've always liked helping people. I've liked sports. I've liked the idea of building businesses and whatnot. So those are the things that I liked. But then I also had to ask myself, what is there a need for that I feel like I could be the answer to a problem that exists in the world? So as I became more of a matriculated college student and got closer to graduation, I realized that we had a shortage of great teachers, specifically in my state, in Louisiana, because they always say that we're near the bottom of the country when it comes to education, and our stats put us at the bottom of the country. So I said, you know what? Great teachers have changed my life. It's my great teachers and it's my great parents that made me the man I am today. So I had a desire to want to be a teacher. And going to college allowed me to have the skill set and to be able to take the right courses that would allow me, even though I was a business major, that would allow me to get alternative certification so that I could become a teacher. And I got real world experience because I was a mentor. I was a counselor. I was able to help students who were younger than me, even while I was in college. So that prepared me so that after I finished college, my first job, I didn't work at McDonald's. I didn't work at Burger King. I didn't work at IHOP. Nothing wrong with those jobs. But when you graduate college, you won't have to work at those type of places anymore because your college degree will give you way more options. So my first job when I graduated from college is I was a middle school math teacher. So Dee-1, the rapper, was Mr. Augustine, the math teacher. I taught math and I also taught life skills as well. So this was really fun for me. When I look back on my time in college, what would I tell my younger self? This is a question that is very important. What would I tell my younger self? If I was a high school junior right now, I would tell myself that when it comes to picking a college, I should figure out what's going to make me feel most comfortable to be able to learn. Because going to college is about learning. What environment is going to make me feel most comfortable? Big school or small school? Being around my friends versus being in a whole new environment? Being in a cold climate versus being in warmer weather? I would ask myself, what do I want to do? Not what my friends want me to do, and not what my parents want me to do. I would tell that to myself. It's okay to consult with your parents because oftentimes they have your best interest at heart, but it's your decision at the end of the day. It's your decision. I would tell myself to decide based on what would give me the best opportunity to learn and to grow. Because the goal of college isn't to leave there the same way that you came in. The goal of college is that by the time you leave, you should be a better version of yourself than you were when you first came in. What else would I tell my younger self? put those video games down, David, and go apply for some scholarships. That's what I would tell my younger self. There's so many video games. I played so much 2K and so much Madden and all these games. And all those games that I won and that I was just back then, that can't do anything for me now. But if I'd have gotten some more scholarships, that would have been something that changed the course of my life, because it would have been less money that I had to borrow to go to college. So therefore, it would have been more money in my pocket in the long run, because it would have been less money that I had to pay back. So when I think about how important those video games seemed to me at the time, there's no way now as a grown man that I would have played those video games more than I spent time applying for scholarships. Something else I would have told my younger self: don't be afraid to ask for help. You shouldn't have all the answers. If you're a high school junior, a high school senior, you should not have all the answers. You are still growing. People should be able to help you. You should have counselors at school who should be able to help you. You should be able to ask your parents. If not, you should be able to ask other adults. If not, you should be able to do your Googles. Do your YouTube research. There are so many things that are out there and so many people and resources that are out there that can help us, but it starts with us being willing to ask for their help first and foremost. I would definitely tell myself to ask for help with the parts of the college process that I was unsure about. That would be my advice to my younger self. Those would be my three main things. When I think about my journey while I was in college, what would I tell myself? Number one, do not major in something because someone else wants you to do it. My goodness. Please don't do that. There are so many people I know right now who they continue to major in something that they didn't like. And guess what? They graduated. And guess what? They got a job. They got a job in a field that they didn't like. And now they are a grown adult and they feel like they're stuck. They feel like they're stuck in a profession that they do not love. And I would hate to be in that, I would hate to be in that, I would hate to be in that number. I would absolutely hate to be in that number. So that would be my advice to myself. The other advice to myself while I was in college, my younger self, I would definitely say to get out of my comfort zone and make new friends who I didn't know prior to college. When I got there, I was content with just staying cool with people who I already knew from New Orleans or people who I went to high school with. I was really content with that. Luckily, on accident, I ended up being friends with some people who were from different cities and who I didn't know prior to college. But it was purely accidental. So I would have told myself to be intentional, to be very intentional about being cool with people who didn't necessarily come from my same type of background. So post-college, when I began teaching, I learned something. I learned that I really had a passion for hip-hop music. It was something that I started doing while I was in college. It was just a hobby at first. I learned how much I truly loved rapping. And I saw the power that music had, because people would learn music so quick and they would memorize the lyrics to their favorite songs, no matter what genre it was, but especially hip hop. And I said, if I utilize this passion I have for hip hop to truly help the next generation, what type of impact could I have as an artist, not just as a teacher, but as an artist? And I thought about it and I said, yo, I could reach more people as a hip hop artist than I could as a teacher. But if I still have the heart of a teacher, then I could take that heart and utilize the platform that comes with being a hip hop artist, and I could truly make some real change in this world. So, I had to come up with something that people would always remember me by. So I came up with something called Threes Up. So if you're at home watching this right now, I want you to throw your threes up right now, wherever you at. Some of y'all are familiar with this. Some of y'all are like, oh, is this a gang sign? What in the world is going on? Nah, these threes up right here, this is what it represents. Everybody repeat after me, all right? I'll put this in the comments, put this in the chat. Everyone say, be real, be righteous, be relevant. Those threes right there, that is what I strive to do in everything in life. I strive to be real. Let me break that down. When you're being real, that means that you love who you are. The world tries to tell us that we aren't good enough, we aren't handsome enough, we aren't pretty enough, we aren't tall enough, we aren't smart enough, we aren't cool enough to be considered part of the in crowd a lot of times. We aren't rich enough, but you are enough. So I want you to be real. I want you to love yourself. When you learn to do that, it changes the rest of your life, because a person who respects themselves automatically respects others because they see themselves in others. So be real. Be righteous. This is what being righteous means. At the end of the day, don't be fooled. Doing the right thing is right all the time. Doing the right thing is right. Being kind to people, telling the truth, being selfless, helping others out, that's the right thing to do. So doing right is right, and doing wrong is always wrong. It is. Even if social media makes it seem like doing wrong gets the most attention, or that gets the most comments, or the most feedback, or the most followers, at the end of the day, doing wrong is always wrong. So that's why I say be righteous. Strive to do right as much as you possibly can. And whenever you don't do right, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and know that you aren't perfect, but keep going on that path to try to be righteous as much as possible. So after being real and being righteous, the third thing is to be relevant. In order to be relevant, you have to do what I call the 4 mighty words: shut up and grind. It's that simple. In order to be relevant in this competitive world, in this overcrowded world, whatever industry you're in, there's a lot of people who want to be relevant. And the people who are the most relevant are the ones who shut up and grind. That means you don't make excuses. That means you do not make excuses for yourself. You keep moving, you keep pushing forward. And that's how you become relevant in whatever you do. Because when you work hard, when you shut up and grind, you become great at whatever your craft is. And when you're great, you're always going to be relevant because you stand out from the crowd. The people who are mediocre, they don't stand out from the crowd. The people who are good, they kind of stand out. But when you're great at what you do, you stand out from the crowd. And when you stand out, you're relevant. So be real, be righteous, and be relevant. Those are the things that really mean a lot to me, and I want them to mean a lot to you as well. So as far as Dee-1 and Sallie Mae and us coming together to teach you all about free money 101, I just need you to know this. There's multiple generations who will be viewing this right now. If you are an adult already, I want you to have an honest moment with yourself. And you may have gone to college already. But part of our life's journey is not just about what we do for ourselves. It's about what we do for others. So if you have a nephew or a niece, or if you have people who attend your church, or if you have kids or grandkids at this point who are coming upon their college journey, they're coming upon the end of their high school journey, I want you to spread this knowledge to them. Speaking about financial literacy and making smart money moves is imperative. And the ball is in your court if you're an adult, because you're getting this knowledge or you've gone through these experiences already in your life. So I want you to really take this really serious, because whatever we normalize in our communities, that becomes something that's easier for people to intake that knowledge at an early age, because these conversations are normal. Will I sit here and lie to y'all and act like my parents had these talks with me? No, I won't. Will I sit here and tell you all that my friends and I were talking about what scholarships we were going to apply for when we were in high school? Nope, I won't tell you that, because that stuff didn't happen. But as an adult, once you know better, you now have to do better. So if you're an adult watching this, take that step. Take that step to initiate those conversations or to send these resources. On Sallie Mae's website, every time we do these tours, we're able to point hundreds and hundreds of students at one time in the direction of Sallie Mae's website, to where they have the resources that are one click away from billions of dollars in potential scholarship money. Legit. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to you all passing this knowledge on. I need you all to pass this knowledge on. For the people who are in college right now, and you're like, well, wait, what can I do right now? Guess what? there are still scholarships that you can apply for. There's still free money you can get while you're in college. Don't think it's too late. I've been a part of this. I've been a part of this process enough now to know that there are programs and there are scholarships available for you. Please do yourself that favor and do that research. Do that research. You don't have to go far. Literally, you can stay right here on the website and all these resources are available to you. But also while you're in college, I want you to think about how you're going to make the most of your time in college. Don't just let these years pass by. Don't just become fearful about what's next. Become excited about what's next, because it's not about just going to college. It's about networking. It's about professionally staying one step ahead of the game and knowing that you have to open whatever doors you want to come next for you. Just because you went to college, people are not obligated to knock on your door and to email you and say, please, can we pay you a lot of money? Please, 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 we just want to give you this job. It doesn't work like that, y'all. It doesn't work like that. You still have to work hard and network. So if you're in college, I want you to finish that journey. That's the other thing. I want you to finish that journey for everyone watching this right now. You already started the race. So now it's just time to keep going and finish it and allow this to, to be a little extra pump in your back. Allow this to be us passing the baton to give it to you for that last leg to go and finish it. Seriously. I know too many of my friends who started college and they dropped out. They didn't have the support that was needed by family and friends to help keep them motivated. They didn't have the internal drive that was needed to get through when you fail a class and you got to take it again for the second or third time because you failed organic chemistry or you failed economics 4401 or, things like this. I think it was Econ 2035. That one class made so many people drop out of school when I was in college. I was like, man, that's a killer right there. So that's for my college students and for my high school students who are watching this. If you are watching this right now, you have your whole life ahead of you. We are so excited for you. And we're extremely proud of you for choosing to log on and get this type of information, this type of knowledge. When you start to think about money, it's not always about how much you make, but it's about how much you spend versus how much you can save. And you can save a lot more money and then start to invest that money the more financially literate you are when you understand how money works. So one thing that you need to know after watching this broadcast is free money is the best money, especially when it comes to paying for your college education. Free money is the best type of money when it comes to paying for your college education. And there's a ton of that that's available right here at your fingertips. So we're doing this for you, but I'm proud of you. Any high schoolers who are watching this, I'm proud of you for taking this time out and taking this initiative this early in your life to get these jewels. And hopefully, I'm coming from a very pure place, honestly, when I speak to you, because I've been through this and I made some mistakes with how I've managed my money. I made some mistakes when it came to what I did during my college years, but I kept going and I turned out all right. And things turned out all right. And I'm proud of that because now I can take all of that, bottle it up. And through this amazing partnership with Sallie Mae, we're able to present it to you. So I'm proud of you. Anyone who's out there watching it, So if it's cool with everyone, I give y'all a little time to cool off or to get ready. But me personally, when I do all this talking, it puts me in the mood to want to rap. So if I could rap for everybody, I would absolutely love that. That would make me so happy right now. So y'all just let me know if I need a cue or if we need to look in the comments and see what people are saying. But I would love to rap my song Sallie Mae back for everyone. Because this song Sallie Mae back, I think it's almost that time. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. We're going to have to start the video over. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I need y'all to start the video from the beginning and just pause it. Don't all the way start it yet because I'm not just going to rap. I'm traveling right now, so I'm in a hotel room and all that cool stuff. But I got to loosen up a little bit. So I need a little leg room. I'm going to move this chair out of my way and I'm going to try to get a little loose for y'all. So this song, Sallie Mae back, let me explain it. I told you all that I took out some loans when I went to college, and I took out some of my loans through the company Sallie Mae. I had to pay these loans back just like everyone else does when they take out loans. And because of some smart money moves that I made in my adult life, I was able to successfully pay all of my loans back. And it felt great. And I'm a rapper. So it felt so great that I said, you know what? I'm going to make a song about the joy I feel now that I finished paying Sallie Mae back. So for those who are familiar, y'all, we about to cut up. We about to go crazy. I want y'all to turn up at home. It's going down right now. For those who aren't as familiar, this is how the hook goes. And I want y'all to learn this and then sing it. We're going to say, for those who doubted me, yeah, this is payback. And I've been on my grizzy, yeah, since way back. No, sir, and I don't drive a Maybach. But guess what I did? I finished paying Sallie Mae back. Maybach, I finished paying Sallie Mae back. Maybach, all right? So we're going to get it popping, y'all. Let's run that, DJ. DJ Jill. All right. Here we are. Oh, yeah. Make sure y'all can see me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dee-1, and this is Sallie Mae back, streaming everywhere right now. I finished. Hey. I finished. Hey. For those who doubted me, yeah, this is payback. And I've been on my grizzy, yeah, since way back. No, sir, and I don't drive a Maybach. But guess what I did? I finished paying Sallie Mae back. 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 My name is Dee-1. Let me tell you what I've been through when it come to Sallie. She called me at least twice a day. She want her money badly. Calling me from different numbers. Ooh, she thinks she's slick. But I got them all memorized. I hit ignore quick. Needed tuition, needed room and board, had to pay for book, so I took out loans to feed the poor. Graduated, wasn't making quite enough to pay them back. Went in default, messed my credit up, check my Equifax. Ain't proud of that, more proud of that, ain't drowning that. Got 2 jobs, really got on my grind, no time to whine, I can't ride the pine. Game right now, my time to shine. Paying them loans back one at a time. Down, till I pay them all off. Peace sign. For those who doubted me, let's go. Yeah, this is payback. Let's go. And I've been on my grizzy, yeah, since way back. No, sir, and I don't drive a Maybach. But guess what I did? I finished paying Sallie Mae back. 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 Walk inside the crib, yeah, you know I just had a long day. Just got off of work, they got me a drove, my boss kept me late. Walk inside the kitchen, grab a dish, then I fix a plate. Bread, beans, rice, then I sit down on the sofa, grab the remote, turn on the news, open up the laptop, kick off my... I see that I got an email from Sallie Mae. Did another month pass that I forgot to pay? Oh no, hope this email ain't wrong. It said congratulations on paying back the student loans. I took a screenshot. Boy, I had to save that. Then I hit my homeboy like, I finished paying Sallie Mae back. 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 Hey, is it $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, or maybe it's more? Is it $80,000, $90,000, $100,000? How much do you owe? Is it 40,000, 50,000, 60,000? Let's go. Is it 80,000, 90,000, 100? How much do you owe? Everybody. For those who doubted me, yeah, this is payback. And I've been on my Grizzy since way back. No sir, and I don't drive a Maybach. But guess what I did? I finished paying Sallie Maybach. What? Maybach. I finished paying Sallie Maybach. What? Maybach. I finished paying Sallie Maybach. Maybach. I finished paying Sallie Maybach. Maybach. Hey. What? 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 How much do you owe, huh? I finished paying Sallie Maybach. Thank y'all so much, yo.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks for attending. Paying for College 101 Free Money First workshop featuring Dee-1 and sponsored by Sallie Mae. So we thank you all. I hope you all enjoyed it and had a blast and danced along. Don't forget, there's additional information you can get at salliemae.com/FAFSA. That's FAFSA or / scholarships. Thank you all, and you have a wonderful afternoon.
Justice for all, that's a big task, but I'ma die empty with a big glass. I'm a true teacher with a big class. Gotta call in on me, that anointing falling on me. When you gon' stop stalling, homie? Gotta make your presence felt now. Figure out who you can help now. Stay safe and protect your health now. Spreading love is the new wealth now. Let's get it.
I just wanna love my brother and my sister like I'm supposed to. Spread love, give knowledge like I'm supposed to. Change the world through my voice, yeah, I hope to. Oh yeah, I hope to. Been a long time coming, but a change gon' come. I can feel it. Oh, yes it will.
Yes, yes,
oh,
yeah.
Yes it will.
Yeah, love. This year been tough so far. Lost my grandma, that was my heart. I'm kinda glad she left this place. Ain't nothing here but stress and hate. Lost Kobe and Gigi too. Every day seem like more bad news. People just out here selling hope. Candidates just want our vote. Why they panic all over the globe? I remember God's in control. And if it's one thing that I know, that a virus can't touch my soul. I don't know what's next, but I'm with it. Leaders gotta stay committed. Faith go further than my vision. I'm gonna teach long as they listen.